I'm going to do this one for you. Absolution for the Texas Tumbler. He recognized me the way you spot an old war buddy. Across the slab of time, across the country, to across the colossal foyer of the Hilton Hotel in Houston. I saw you on the tube, man. I came down here figuring to see you, he said. And I felt him this time long before I knew he was there, eyeing me from 100 feet away, and he had it. A sign hovering huge over him, written in bright, unresolved emotions, and it said, I lived it too. And I saw the sign first this time, long before I saw his eyes, aching for someone to help close that bloody rip in his family circle, long before his warm hand slipped into mine. Do you know who I am? He said. Sure, Jack, I know you. How could I forget? You and your brother tumbling and flipping around in your white tights, showing off your acrobatic skills. Yeah, I guess we did show off some, but it's so great to see somebody from the projects, he spurted, looking past me as if to see if there was a response to that admission, and then he fired the next volley. Good old Patterson, remember those days? But underneath the exuberant words swirled the scaled amphibians of our dark past, slithering into place, slipping through the reeds of time and defense, gyrating in an emotional dead pile dance to the beat of a father's fists, forming a distant, hypnotic, pounding sound. Perhaps Jack's skills were far greater than was demonstrated. Could they have kept him on the high wire all this time? Maybe he didn't have a fall that broke him. Could it be that he wasn't a needy, Humpty Dumpty, latch-on-to-you kind of sap? Then again, maybe he never stopped tumbling. He never stilled long enough to hear the wolves of unfulfilled needs howl, moonlit phantoms bearing feral teeth of lost loves, failed pursuits, bruised and bloodied, drunken knuckles and drug-induced vacancies, or betrayals by false friends and gods. How could I forget Jack? Later, Jack's reptile trinity of anger, guilt, and fear showed up, relentlessly pissing me out after too many beers, telling anyone nearby between flips and tumblers who would listen, but only war buddies really knew. And the story had his heart pounding again. The words were squirting out of him like projectile vomit, recounting the smell of fear and the metal taste in his mouth as his drunken, raging father struck his mother with his failed husband, absent father, poor provider fists. Jack's mother and he were stunned by the blows, and again stunned, until Jack's surprise, it was his father who tumbled to the floor in front of him. His purple, twisted, gin-soaked face pressed to the green linoleum, grasping his chest and kicking his feet against the washing machine, leaving black heel scrapes on its white face. Leaving black heel scrapes. Jack was slipped into his room, and the door closed, and right outside his father lay dead. He had his hand on that doorknob so many times in that endless few hours. Just a boy. You were just a boy, Jack. You could not have your father in life nor in death. And flipping through a box of tissues, with tears tumbling down his 45-year-old face and conjuring up a half smile and grasping a tumbler of gin, Jack rolled out to me. You know, it's funny. In all this time, all I could think about were the black marks he made. That's the story.
And that's life, and I thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure.